Coaching people is pretty fun. I've done a couple coaching sessions for subscribers on the website now, and it really seems like people are enjoying them too. No matter what ranks I coach though, it always helps to go through the fundamentals, as without them, you'll never have anything to build your skill off of. It's kind of like building a house. You need to have a good foundation. In this coaching session, I'd figured that I can make a good video for you beginners out there and go over some of these fundamentals. From this video, you should know what to focus on, some drills to help you improve quicker, and from this information, you should be able to apply it to your gameplay and see results pretty quickly. So let's get into it. But as we all know, having a lightsaber doesn't make you a Jedi. After this guide, you'll have the drills, but you won't have the aim. And that's precisely where we come in with our world-class aiming courses over at SkillCapped. We went the extra mile to build everything you need to aim like an immortal, because your improvement is important to us. In fact, we're so confident in our courses, we're the only service who dares to literally guarantee you'll rank up, or you don't pay. So what are you waiting for? Are you going to spend thousands of hours learning this stuff yourself, or do you want to fast track your way to the top? I know what I'd do. If you're interested, check out SkillCapped.com. And now let's get back into the video. So for our first lesson, it's going to be about crosshair placement. This is the most fundamental of Valorant. Knowing where your crosshair should be at all times in order to get a kill is the most important thing in this game. And for you newer players out there, take a look at this exercise I did with my student, Doc Doozy, in this VOD review we did. I'm going to circle your crosshair. I just want you to keep in mind, if a guy were to swing you, how often are you ready to kill a guy?
Not often.
Let's.
For me, at least.
That's all right, but I just want you to look at it right now and just pay attention to that. So if someone were to swing you, how ready are you to kill him? If someone were to be in this area, how often are you to kill him? And no one cleared that, right?
I would have died right there.
You would have died anywhere. If someone pushed the Viper wall, if somebody, like, you were playing against a Yoru, he's dead now, but like if he were to pop flash through, you'd be screwed. If someone was top rafter and peek through this Viper wall, you're screwed. Behind here, you're screwed. Behind Jenny, you didn't even check it, you're screwed. And I'll talk about ways you can improve on that later, but it's just something to keep in mind. Watch your crosshair, because this is really important. If it's not in the right spot, you're gonna die a lot of the time. See? What I did with him wasn't that crazy. It's funny how just by circling your crosshair, it helps you focus on it so much more. This and everything I'm going to show you is stuff you guys can do in your own time. Take your own VOD and circle your crosshair. And ask yourself what I asked Doc Doozy. If someone were to swing you now, or if someone was in this angle, would you be ready to get the kill? And if you are ready, but you still die, you still need to be asking yourself questions. Questions like, did I peek this angle correctly? Could I have peeked it better? Was I exposed to another angle while peeking this one? Being able to be self-critical is hugely important if you want to improve at this game. It's from these questions you can start asking yourself more in-depth questions, like, could I have used my utility better so I won't be in this situation next time? Or did I tell my teammates that I didn't clear something? If you want to improve, questions like these and being able to break down your own gameplay will take you a long way. It's just like how an athlete would watch film of his recent games. But a good place that every Valorant player needs to start at is with their crosshair. The number 2 fundamental that newer players should know is what map control is. And honestly, it's a pretty simple concept, but really important. Essentially, it's just part of the map that your team controls. For example, on Ascent, if you have 2 players near B main, one in market, and then one in tree, and one near A main, you have a lot of map control. This is good because you can then respond quickly to whatever the enemy team is trying to do. But let's say that your 2 B main guys die trying to fight for B main. This is bad because the enemy team can run into the site, take the map control, get the spike down, and now you're in a situation that favors the attackers. Or even worse, you go over to rotate and then it turns out that you're just defaulting, then you get lurked on, and then you get shot in the back, and it's messy. It's just not fun. But this is also why Sentinel utility is really important. It allows you to hold map control without even having people there. Here, I don't mention map control exactly in this video, but listen to what I had to say to my student. So against better players, it's always a good idea to keep an anchor on each side because, like, I remember how you guys faked one round?
Yeah.
They could do the same thing, right? So you always want to make sure that you have at least somebody. You don't want to just give up this area completely unless KO calls they're all 5. Like, if he gets the information that there's all 5 here, right? Then that's a different story.
Yeah.
Then you can like go out and quickly flank, or even then I wouldn't even if they're all 5 there, I wouldn't like go there because then they could always leave. They always come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not a bad idea to stay towards B, even if you see like 3, because there could always be like a lurk, right? And if a lurk, what he's doing is, I don't know how much you know about lurking, but they're looking for information. They're waiting for you to sprint away from the site because that's what they want, right? They're like, oh, I'm playing in garage. I just heard Sage sprint away. Come back to B, come back to B, come back to B. And that's what better players are going to do against you, and you're going to get screwed. All right. Now, what I'm about to share with you guys is my personal favorite skill that I wish every player had, and that's good comms. Or it's okay. There's a bunch B. Quickly, just make a quick decision. Just throw a quick slow orb. I'm dipping out. I heard 3B, guys.
Oh, they're B.
But because you took too much time to like make this decision, that's what got you killed.
All B.
Got you.
And be careful because you don't know if they're all B. All you heard maybe like 2 or 3 at the most. See what I'm saying? Yours up here.
Yeah.
So that stuff like that can be really dangerous. Because actually, matter of fact, there were 3 there. Yoru and Killjoy went up mid. Because but it's okay because when you start playing against better players, you'll get better at that. But like even in Mortal lobbies, people will hear like 1 or 2 people, or Mortal Radiant lobbies, people hear 1 or 2 people, and they'll be like, "There's 5 here," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay." And I'm usually playing a support player. I'm usually holding mid or something, and I'll just like sprint, like right, and I'll sprint on the flank, and there'll be like 2 guys there, and I'm like, I'm like, "There's not all 5. Like, what are you doing?" Even in high-ranking lobbies, people don't understand that if you hear something towards your site, it doesn't mean that they're all there. Saying things like, "Oh, they're all here," or even worse, "It's B, it's B." Like, these comms don't even make sense. Who's all there? It's B. Okay, what's B? Did you see chamber B? Is it 1B, 2B, 3B, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish? Like, this is just useful information. Instead, what you should say is, "There's 3B, shut up, drafted. I saw 4. Things like that are really important. Even if you're on the other side of the map, you can still call things out if your teammates aren't. You should pay attention to the enemies that your teammates see on your minimap. It can mean the difference between a round win or loss. Let's say you're on Haven and your teammate sees Jet, Sova, Breach, and Omen run up C long, but you haven't seen Chamber. There's a solid chance that he's lurked up near garage or B main. This means that you should have your Crosshair there, ready to kill him, or just be careful while rotating through those areas. Even better, let's say that you killed him. Now the enemy team can't fall back and they lost all that mid-map control that Chamber was holding for them. You might have just won your team the round. Here, listen to what I explained to Doc Doozy. Yep. You guys put 4A. You guys put 4B. A for some reason, even though they sent 2 mid. That is the most troll call in troll call history. Your KO unintentionally threw this round, and then if you guys lost from here out, he just threw the game because that was a really important round. 9-9. Yeah. It is never good unless you have like some crazy hard read. Or if they have like a KO ult, right? Let's say for example you're playing against a KO and you're playing Cypher and you've been playing A every round. You can tell your team, "Hey, I've been playing A every round. Let's stack 3 there, and I'm gonna go play B, right? And we'll just play retake a B." That's different. That's like a different type of read. Or if you thought like they were gonna, if they've been using their Killjoy ult to go A like twice, you could say like, "Okay, they've been going A with their Killjoy ults. Let's put 3 there." Like, you know what I'm saying? That's different.
Yeah.
What your KO said was, "Let's put 4 here," despite the fact that they just lurked last round. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm sorry, but the reason why that makes me upset is because that still happens in high elo lobbies. Like, people will say dumb things like that, like, "Oh, they're going at this round." I'm like, based off of what information you have? Like, there's 30 seconds left in the buy phase. What makes you think they're going A? Like. And after our coaching session, I decided to take Doc into a custom game and really help him with this crosshair placement problem. So you're walking up, right? You want to clear logs. So you ignore that angle first. The most efficient... I messed up. The most efficient way to do this is you clear plat, clear behind default. Maybe, depends on who you're playing against, you clear up there. Then you walk up, you clear this angle. And then because how the site works, you have to clear logs, right? So you clear logs, you don't see anything logs,
Yeah.
Then you get up close, and you're like, "All right, let's clear this." No one there. Since nobody was logs, you maybe clear close right, clear on top of the box, depends who you're playing against. And you clear garage. You have to worry about garage. And you clear this angle, and you clear this angle, and you clear this angle. Then you come back side, finally you're back side, and you just clear everything. But going through the motions and knowing what angles to clear and like just knowing how to peek certain things is going to take you a long way. So let's say, for example, the enemy team, they did like a flash dash play, right? Like they flash this wall, jet dash down, we kill the jet, maybe breach is close by, and it's up to you to go kill this breach. So you're running up, and because you went through all this, you know how to, you know where your cursor needs to be, your crosshair needs to be in order to kill this guy efficiently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So I would go like right here. So I would look kind of box level, that mid box level, and to swing up, I would go up a tiny bit, and then just boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Right
And it's good that you're swinging without making noise. You can like take a step without making noise. That's a lot faster than this. You know what I'm saying? Because any good player who's holding this, if you just slow walk into his crosshair, you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got the idea.
This gives you a peeker's advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
I watched a video last night.
100%.
Peeker's advantage. That's weird. I don't understand it, but it works. I watched some clips of it too. Demonish.
Yep. And then the same thing applies to like almost everything. So you come over to A. So let's see how you would take it. Let's say you're lurking like I mentioned, right? Let's say you're playing chamber, right? You're trying to look for kills, right? So you want to hold short, you don't see anything. You want to back up to this wall like you are now. You pre-fire that angle. You don't see anything. Okay. Nobody was short. You go back to short. Okay. You didn't see anything long. Maybe you swing this angle. Okay. No one's here. Then you start to walk up, right? And then you get up to the here. You want to clear this angle. You don't see anything. And you clear this box angle. You don't see anything. And then you start going up to sight. So you start jiggling. You jiggle bot sight. I mean, they could be heaven. So you want to jiggle heaven first. And then you jiggle this box. You don't see anything. All right, let's keep walking up. This is how you lurk. Then you swing this. Maybe you kill a guy, right? Because this is their A player, right? And then right there, then you have the sight. But you let's say he's not there. So you clear this. You don't see anything. All right. So you back up. You clear graffiti. Then you clear this off angle. Then you clear the top boxes. Depends on who you're playing against. And then either you can proceed to clear. Then right here, then it just depends. You can either decide to clear hell and go CT. Tell your teammates to come over. Just tell them the short's not clear. Or you can kill short if you really think there's a guy short. It just depends. There are a ton of different things you can do if you want to improve your mechanics, but this is what I did in order to improve. Every map is like a puzzle. How should I clear each angle in the most efficient way possible without exposing myself to other angles? Being able to do this effectively can get you free kills when the game slows down, or when you're looking for a pick. And these puzzles change when you're trying to entry. And these puzzles can change depending on your situation. Whether you're trying to entry, trying to lurk, it'll always be different. If you're trying to entry, how can I clear as many angles as I can for my team? When you're trying to lurk, how can you clear each angle individually, one at a time, without inting? This is why knowing where to put your crosshair and when and in what situation is so important.
That's all we got for our video today, but remember that if you're really looking to improve at Valorant, I highly recommend checking out SkillCapped.com. We get it, you're just a player trying to get better at the game. That's why you're watching this video in the first place. You're capable of hitting that rank you deserve, but there's no shame in asking for a little help. At SkillCapped.com, we spend hours going through viewer-submitted replays to let you know all the mistakes that you're making. We also couple this with our Smurf commentaries to show players that it is possible to carry themselves out of whatever rank they're stuck in. It might seem hopeless at times, but trust me when I say we can help you out. All you have to do is check out SkillCapped.com. Link in the description below.
So hopefully you beginners now have a good idea of where to start. Hopping into a brand new game can seem daunting, but having someone to point you in the right direction is sometimes all you need. Plus, it feels really good once you see yourself improving. So, start VOD reviewing, do some drills, and start ranking up. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel down below. It really does help us out. And that's all for us. I'm Teets, and we here at SkillCapped want to thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.